Good afternoon, folks. 1:33 p.m., November 16, 2013. We are on the eve of what I believe is going to be a pretty bad severe weather outbreak tomorrow. If all this stuff comes together, and if it does, we're going to have a lot of problems. And this time, we're not talking Iowa, we're not talking Missouri, we're not talking on the plains. We're talking right here in our backyards, folks, right here in Indiana. I am very, very nervous with what I'm seeing. As you can see, the SPC is too. Even in the springtime, this is a huge moderate. It would be huge for the springtime. Fall, this is just gigantic. Look at the slight. I mean, they've got the slight. I mean, this is just a huge area of severe weather. And excuse me. The reason why this is coming in, this is kind of like the Halloween system, but it's amplified a lot more. It's the way it's coming in. It's kind of similar to me, but it's a much stronger system. It's bombing out faster, and it's got a lot more problems with it than the Halloween did. Okay, probabilistic, and they put this out. This is the 2-day outlook. Tomorrow we'll get into the 1-day outlook, and that's when we'll get our tornadic probabilities. We're at a 45% right now hatched, which a day out for them to do this, I'm concerned. They're concerned. If you look at the legend, 45% hatched 2 days out is very concerning for our area. I don't want to hype this up, but also I don't want to live it down. I don't want to play it down. This looks, if it comes together tomorrow, like it could be very, very bad. Now tomorrow, what they'll end up doing, since we're still 2 days out, tomorrow will be on the day of the event. They will put out tornadic probabilities, hail probabilities, which I don't think will be very high, and wind probabilities, which I think is the biggest story maker of this event coming tomorrow. As of right now, if I had to guess, if everything stays together like what's on the modeling, I would say we would probably be, let me circle, if you can imagine an area right here through central Indiana, cut right through here. Right through here. Maybe the Lafayette line, maybe up toward Fort Wayne, over here toward my friends in western Ohio, maybe central Ohio, central Indiana, down to Terre Haute. I would say they're going to put us in a 10 to 15% hatched tornadic threat tomorrow if these ingredients still come together like what they look like today. The wind threat, we may see the ever so rare black 60%. I'm that sold on the wind threats, and I'll show you why. But right now, this is the 2-day outlook. Let's get right to a couple things. Okay, this is what we call the 500 millibar winds. These are basically winds above in the atmosphere that sometimes get mixed down in these storms. Without confusing you, this is not a storm, okay? This is showing you the strength of the winds we are dealing with. We'd be impressed if we saw 60-knot 500 millibar winds. We are seeing tomorrow, at least the NAM's throwing out 110-knot winds. Now what happens is, if you get a squall line move through, it can tap into these winds above, and it can yank them down like a rope to the surface. Okay, I'm not saying it'll yank the entire 110-knot wind down, but I'm looking at a squall line tomorrow that has every bit of the potential to do maybe 70 to 90 mile per hour winds along the squall line. It won't be like that through the whole squall line. It could be. I don't know yet. We won't know until we wake up, until we see if the dynamics are coming in place like what the forecast guidance is showing right now. That's insane 500 millibar winds above, though. I'm not going to explain it. I keep things simple. But what concerns me, okay, see this map right here. Now look at the 850 millibar. Okay, they're kind of lining up. The 850 millibar winds, well, I don't know why that's there. It says click to view a forecast, but I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. There you go. They are pegged at 60 knots. So we've got a joining of some pretty diverging winds up here going on right over our area. Okay. Now, let me see. What else did I want to show you? The GFS. Let's go to instability, and I want to show you something called CAPE. This is for. Let me see. This is for right around 2 p.m. Yeah, 18Z, 2 p.m. Okay, this is problematic, folks. Again, this is not storms. This is what we call CAPE, convective available potential energy. You can only get this one way, through sunshine. Okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, that food's not agreeing with me. And at 18Z, which will be close to 1 to 2 p.m., you can see quite a bit of CAPE moving up and through here, which means trying to tell me the sunshine has tried to come out down here. That scares me. That scares me a lot. The NAM is very robust on CAPE, and I'll give you a better closer up a look at the CAPE on another model sounding I'm going to do. The GFS, not as much so. But folks, this is plenty of CAPE. This is approaching 1,000. Again, let me go back to the NAM. If this were to verify, the sun, you can see the area where it's trying to say the sun's going to peek out right through here. Right through here, and our cold front's back this way. If the sun comes out right here in central Illinois, southeastern Missouri, and clears everything out before the cold front gets here, say the sun comes out at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, this could turn very nasty very, very fast. And I've been told Reed Timmer's on his way over here to Indiana. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, not a big Reed Timmer fan. This is my video. I can say what I want. I don't like him. But for him to be coming over here, he's seen it too. So I will give him that. Okay, let's go to Energy Helicity Index. We call it the EHIs. And the sole reason I use this is this right here is scary. Okay, EHIs take a lot of ingredients, tornadic ingredients together, and they converge it into one. And basically it comes down to this, folks. Anytime an EHI value gets over a 2, you've got the potential for large, long-lived tornadoes. Okay? The NAM is doing this. It's got it right over central Indiana. It's got it over northern Indiana, and this will end up. This is at 18. This is at 18Z, which will be 2 p.m. And I'll show you why 2 p.m. is the magic number here in a minute. But these EHIs of 2 scare me because if something taps into that, say a rotating storm, a supercell, which those are possible tomorrow, we've got problems. Okay, we've got problems. All right, let's go to good old Weather Bell. This is the CAPE I was talking about earlier. What's interesting to me, let's start at 5Z, which would be 1 a.m. We got CAPE at 1 a.m., folks. 1 to 2 a.m. Energy. I know I said sunshine, but it's trying to build CAPE. Now look at what the NAM does here. Okay, we're going forward. This is at 15. This is at, let's see here, we're at 15Z. This is at 11 a.m. Uh-oh. Look at this CAPE it's building. And look over here on the legend. I have a feeling this is overdone a little bit. Okay, I really do. 2,100 joules per kilogram of CAPE. That's a lot of energy. If that comes to fruition, ugh. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, now here's go time right here, 18Z, right around 2 p.m. At least that's what the NAM 4 kilometer is showing right now. Look at the CAPE it's showing. That's telling us right here that hey, the sun has come out, has destabilized this whole region. That's what this is telling me to my eye. Will it happen this way? I don't know. I can tell you right now, I will be watching like a hawk tomorrow the cloud cover to our southwest and west. If the clouds break, I don't want to sit here and act like the end of the world's coming, but if the clouds break, we are going to have a heck of a bad weather situation to deal with. Okay? Now, remember, this is CAPE, convective available potential energy. This is what feeds these storms. This is what ignites them. This is, last time, now if you remember Halloween, we were missing this, thus we were missing the lightning and thunder. This time, if we get CAPE like this, we will have lightning and thunder, okay? All right, real quick, let me go back to, this is going to be, I'm going to finish on what the simulated NAM's showing here. Okay, this is early on in the morning, early on. Let me see here, let me get to the frame I want to get to. This is at 2 a.m. We got rain showers moving through. We got blah, blah, blah. See, that's nothing to be concerned about. That's just rain. That's, leftover convection from what's going to happen out west. Okay, as we get further into 17, okay, now we're getting close to go time. Here's the problem area right here. See that clearing happening? I'm going to be watching this. It's really not a clearing on this map. This isn't a cloud cover map, but this is what I'm going to be watching back here. Okay? Now, here we go. Now, we're getting into 19. We're getting to 3 p.m. Okay? Okay, there we go. Do you see these little dots right here? This is what's got to be watched for us. This is supercell action trying to form out of head. You can see the squall line starting to take shape back here. This would be around 3 p.m. If these supercells get going right here, out ahead of this cold front, we are in deep trouble. And that's why I circled this area on into probably eastern Indiana, western Ohio. So central Indiana, they're going to initiate just west of us, and they will be moving northeast, and they will be flying, folks. With the way these upper level winds are and the steering currents we got going on, these things are going to be going 50, 60 miles an hour. That's what concerns me. Tomorrow, you have to be ready. You have to be. Please. You all know me. If anybody got hurt that I knew, I'd never get over it. I would never get over it. I wouldn't be able to. I don't know what I'd do, especially if somebody was watching this or or somebody I know that I didn't get this out to. This is why I'm doing this. I'm not the best video maker, I know that. But this is why I'm doing this, to help you guys prepare. Okay? I hope this all falls apart tomorrow. I hope nothing happens. But I'm telling you right now, this is really coming together today. Okay? Anyway, let's go back to what I was going to show you. Okay, there's our supercell action. There's our 31. That would be 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Look at these supercells out here. Ohio, got some friends out here. You know who you are in Ohio. Watch out. Watch out for these supercells. I'm telling you, they scare me to death. But 30. Okay, this is right around 6 p.m. Here's a squall line right on our doorstep, and this thing looks powerful. So let's recap. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to look and see what we got going on. I'm going to be watching mesoscale analysis, upper air parameters, to see what we've got. I'm going to be watching things like cloud cover down here in southwest Illinois especially. I'm going to see if we can get a clear slot through here. If we get a clear slot, we're in trouble. Okay, if we don't, it may be a little less severe. So this is what I see. Supercells possible between 12 and 3 p.m. Then after that, the main squall line comes through, I'd say between 5 and 9 p.m. Okay, the timing may get pushed up, it may fall back. The way these models usually work, it usually gets pushed up. Okay, so be on your guard anywhere from noon. I know this is a huge window, and I apologize. Be on your guard anywhere from noon to 10 p.m. tomorrow. All day. Please be on your guards. Okay, have weather radios ready. Know what to do, because these cells, it's these supercells that are concerning me, and the speed they're going to be moving. Okay, that's what concerns me, and the SPC sees it too. That's why we have a moderate risk out. Okay, so I will be back later. I hope you watched all this. Hope I didn't rant too much, but I will be back later with updates, and if I see it getting better, I'll let you know. If I see it worse, I'll let you know. Take care, folks.